Grab your popcorn, kick back and relax, because it's time for some more Karnage. So in today's video, I've actually got the start of a brand new series I'm hoping to bring to the channel. It's going to be soloing bases on Operation Foxtrot as a 5-man group. So you can see in my task force description, the member size is 5. So you can see that I am doing it as a 5. I'm going to show you... where is it? Where's the Reddit group? Sorry guys, this is a little bit unprofessional. Whatever, Reddit Cobalt. So their operation they do is Foxtrot. So you guys seen their rank? So this is one of the high, groups within the leaderboard, and you can see that just doing Foxtrot, if you can manage to do that, even remotely successfully, you can get a lot of points, and it will get you high up on the leaderboard. These players have full offense setups and use a really ridiculously heavy boost when they do their attacks, and actually have a surprising amount of fails. It's not surprising because these bases are ridiculously hard. So this is like the introduction to the series. So I've actually got two bases I'm going to be showing you in today's video. One's Gambit, the other's Dredge. So before I show each base on this video, I'm going to show you the troop health statues and stuff. So this is 159%. I think that amounted to about 17,000 extra health on a boom cannon. Before I jump into the attack, I do have one little shout out to make to a player named Tikka. I hope I pronounced that right. If I didn't, Tikka, just sort of let me know in private. If I didn't, I'll try to pronounce it better next time if I didn't. But yeah, he's actually helping me out with some of the hits. So some of the time when you see the Captain Anarchy account, I will actually tell you guys each time. But I've actually allowed him to use that account to do some hits for the task force and to sort of get some really nice hits in, because he is in one of the top groups in the world. So I thought you guys might like to see that. Anyway, so unboosted hit on Gambit. The biggest mistake I made here was bringing Everspark. That screwed me. This is also one of the first times I've used AZ in quite a few months. So it was. I'm just saying that because it was pretty sloppy. Not gonna lie. I wasn't even really sure on my pathfinding, to be perfectly honest. I could have placed my flares a little better, I feel like. So, deploying my zookas anyway. Gonna let them take out a few cells. I was debating to let them take out more. But I was sort of like, meh. Just let them go. That flare should have been a little further to the right. And I should have timed my flare up a little bit better. Because as you see, the zookas started spreading out because they stopped in the flare there, which caused them to run into a mine, which allowed them to get hurt. If I didn't have troop health, that would have been instant death for half of my zookas, which would not have been good. I could have, because I haven't really used heroes yet, you can see that I am pretty bad at it. Because I used Everspark, her passive ability deploys critters. Now when this last smoke runs out, that means the shock launcher is going to be in range of the critter. And you can see I lost some zookas from that, I feel like. So that was disappointing. Quite disappointing on my part. I was actually kind of sad about that. So really sloppy attack, but I managed to get it anyway. There is a slight variation of this base called Tech Crunch with shields. But with the amount of zookas that I had left, would have got that kill easily. And I had enough for 2 more shocks, which means I could have been a lot more sloppy than I was, and still got away with it and got the kill. So even if I had no troop health, I should have still been able to get it with the amount of GBE I had. Anyway, so going on to the next base, Dredge. So we will scout that base. So you guys can see the statues. So 439,000. 161,000. So I think the boom cannons had an extra 36,000 health or 40,000 health or something like that. But you guys should you guys will probably know the base health and stuff like that and be able to use the statue to work that out, I'm sure. So this was Tikka's hit. He didn't make the mistake though of using Everspark. He used Brick. I think I actually had Brick loaded for him, if I'm being honest. I don't know if he checked that or not before he hit. So he deploys Zookas, delaying the smoke, which is good. But the smoke could have been a little bit closer to his landing craft, which would have prevented that rocket from firing, I feel like. So that was a tad sloppy, but completely forgivable. So if you haven't seen this path yet, if you've never seen someone do this path, the idea is you flare a little bit up so that when you flare behind the HQ there, the path is going to take them around the right side of the HQ, and then you don't need to spend any GBE clearing mines. This is the more efficient way of doing this base, and to be honest, it's probably the better hit. So he made one mistake there of deploying the critters first. Some of the critters went out of the smoke there and got blasted. Oops, I didn't mean to zoom in there. So he dropped 3 shocks, one on the flamethrowers, one on the rockets, one on the shock launchers. He timed those critters, I'm gonna say not perfectly. I feel like his timing there was a little off, which kind of cost him a little bit. He also didn't really use heroes. So you can see he deployed the hero over there. So I'm not sure whether he simply forgot to deploy the hero, or he didn't have the GBE to use her ability. Either one could have been a very real possibility. I think it might have been the fact that he forgot. Because he did actually say in chat that it was a really sloppy hit. So I think that might have been a part of what he meant by that. If my Captain Brick on that account actually has level 2 battle orders. So he probably could have got that much easier if he had used her with the ability. If he had the GBE for that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. So that was one easy base, one, I'm going to say not super hard base, but one of the harder bases you do get for that operation anyway. To be honest, I don't know if I could have pulled that hit off, not first try anyway. It probably would have taken me a few tries to be able to get that. But yeah, huge shout out to Tikka, awesome work, man. So I hope you guys enjoyed this series anyway. This is the start of the series, the first 2 bases. I will be trying to bring you guys more bases as I can. Unfortunately, it does take 93 gunboat energy. Not gunboat energy. What am I saying? It does take 93 intel to start that operation. And because I'm doing this on my own, I'm doing like all the map clearing and all the intel gathering myself, it takes me close to a week to be able to afford it, each operation. So hopefully we can get more solos to you guys soon. And tell me what you guys thought of this in the comments down below. I always love hearing from you guys. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.